M0FXB, welcome back to my DigiPi videos by Craig, KM6 Lima Yankee Whiskey. There is a new firmware update. It's version 1.9-3 and today is the 2nd of March 2025. If you're not familiar with this device, it's a Raspberry Pi and you don't actually have to have this nice screen that you're seeing on the left. That connects your radio via a browser to programs like WSJTX, WinLink, JS8 Core, SSTV, DigiPi, PatLink. It just goes on forever. WinLink, FL, Digi, etc. And the reason it's so convenient is once you've set it up on a 15-20 pound Raspberry Pi, you can go anywhere in your house as long as you stay on the same network and control the radio that's connected to it. And it's designed to be connected to all radios. And the nice thing is you don't have to use the digital modes. You can use analog modes as well. So anyway, this video, I've made several videos learning this and installing this, but today, because it's quite a major update, Craig has added, and his friends that help, HDMI output to another screen. Also, there's some cool audio settings, GPS info now, and before you had to sort of search around a bit to work out the sort of code of which radio was connected. But now when you connect it, it just connects straight to, it shows all the information of the device that's connected. And in Craig's video that I just watched, and thanks Craig, that's KM6LYW, he had a Baofeng with an AIOC device. So I've dug out my Quanshang, got it on the UK packet frequency, which is 144,800. And I've connected my AIOC, which is going to plug into the Raspberry Pi that you're just seeing there. We haven't powered up or even loaded the image yet, because you know me, I like to do this with you. But we're all ready though. We've got the power ready to boot up the Pi. We've got the screen. You can buy these screens literally for about £8. I'll put the link in. A nice colour screen as well. A couple of control buttons there as well. The other lead that's going to the AIOC device here. So AIOC device effectively enable you to have a USB connection for programs as described coming from the Baofeng. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work. Just show you an image here behind that Craig has made with the 991 there, and you can see the screen images, and you know it's very inviting, isn't it? If you're into techie stuff, inexpensive, and like I said at first, you don't even need the screen. And do you know what? Because this new firmware has HDMI output, you never need the screen, and we will be testing that. I've dug out a small screen that I've got here that I'll be testing, and my Pi 02 version, looking at it, it does have a HDMI output. Now let's have a quick look. If that's this, I don't think it's the full size one. I think it's the sort of mini size one, but you will need an adapter for that. But the larger Raspberry Pi 3, I'm pretty sure that has a full size one. So you could always use a Raspberry Pi 3B or something. To download the image, you go here and click download. Now it will ask you to log in. So become a patron of the KM6LYW project and you'll get every download forever. Of course, there's a monthly subscription. But think about the development, the hours and the years that it's taken to gradually improve this, and it's improving all the time. And you'll see that Craig makes lots of other very useful videos on different items that he's experimenting with, and it's always fascinating. So I've downloaded mine, sent it to a folder. So there it is at the moment in my downloads, but I have put it in a folder. We're going to use Balena Etcher, and I've just got an ordinary SD card at the moment plugged into my PC that I have formatted. So we'll just open up Balena Etcher, and we're going to select flash from file and go to that image that I put on my desktop called DigiPi version 1.93, and there it is there. So it's an image, same kind of thing that you would do on Pi-Star really. You get your image and you burn it to the SD card. You can't just drag it. So there's the image. Select the target, which is and it's the one I'm using is 62.5 GB. Wow, it's a big one, but you don't need that, you know. I'm pretty sure 8 GB would be plenty. select and then flash, and just let it do the usual process, and it will burn that. Once it's done, we're going to plug that into our Raspberry Pi Zero and just let it boot. Now it boots up with a Wi-Fi connection, which will show up in your usual Wi-Fi just here when it boots. Or you can use the IP address, which I've got here, 10.0.0.5, which I'll put in the description. 10.0.0.5. Also, you can, when you do log in, if you go the Wi-Fi way, just connecting here, then the password is ABCDEFGHIJ. So it's really easy to log in. Once you log in, there is an initialization process of getting your call sign in and your Wi-Fi, so you can still use your computer whilst using the DigiPi. You can actually connect wirelessly via Bluetooth, and I've made separate videos for that. But you know, this is fantastic that we've got this new version. I'm looking forward to experimenting with it, and hopefully this video is going to inspire some interest, inspire you to join the KM6LYW project. And just if you're into packet radio, WinLink, SSTV, all that kind of stuff, messaging, and you've got an iGate, you've got a DigiPi, then this is for you, and it's not expensive, and because you don't have to join the project forever. You could join for a month, download this month's update, and then rejoin in the future. It's up to you. And look at this image. Look how long it's taking to go in. This is the big image. While it's burning, I'll show you the AIOC device there, and you can get a case for it. And it's from G1LRO. I'll put the link in for that. Very useful to have, you know, even if you're not using the DigiPi, this is a very useful device for twin pin ham radio products. Right, it says flash completed, that's fine. So now we're going to grab it and plug it into our DigiPi. Get the SD card in there. Make sure we've got it the right way around, that always helps. Gold side facing down. Then we're going to get the power onto it. And like I said, the AIOC, it is connected, by the way, and we're just going to power it here. I'm actually using a USB-C adapter because you can buy them for like 50p. I think it makes it easy. So plug it in. We'll wait a minute or so, and then we'll see if we can interact with it using our Wi-Fi. I found that it went into TX with the adapter. Let me just, it could be the case. The AIOC did that. Okay, the screen's come on. It says DigiPi hotspot. We've got the IP address just shown here, which we could connect to. And I noticed that it is making my AOIC go into transmit, so I'm going to leave that unplugged for now. I may just, to keep it simple, I think I'm going to plug in my 705. And just remember, in the link, I've got all the instructions of what we're about to do here. So go to Wi-Fi, look for the word DigiPi, which you've got here. Click that, and then we're going to go connect. And then we'll do the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Could shorten it really. I think that'd be better, I think. And then next. So here we are. We put in the numbers 10.0.0.5, and we're into the control thing. So I'm going to do the Wi-Fi first. Click Wi-Fi here. And put in your usual username and password that you use at home. Then hit submit. And then now, with a bit of luck, when it reboots, there'll be a different IP address there. I'm going to hit restart first. And then that way we can carry on using our computer in the normal way. But there'll be a new IP address, and we'll put that into our browser and connect and configure the DigiPi. If you look now, there's an IP address there, 192. 68.0. And it looks like 110. And it'll be exact. We're going to get exactly the same image that we just had. This here. Let's move this out of the way. So now we have full control, and it is the 705 that we're connected to. Next, we'll hit down here where it says initialize. We need to get all our information here. You can see call sign, WinLink password, APRS password. So we'll get all that in there. So a couple of new things I've spotted. It's the radio interface here. We've selected USB connected radio. I see that there's the AOIC. I actually have a CM108 interface, which I'm going to try out as well, but not in this video. But you can see you've got DigiPi hat, which I've got. USB audio via GPIO. That's the pins on your Raspberry Pi. And so there's selections there that weren't there before. And as soon as I selected USB connected radio, it found my 705 that's just in the background there. Okay, found it instantly. This is so much easier than trying to, because you used to have to put in the right numbers. See here it says baud rate, TTY, ACMO, because there's quite a few radios that I wanted to try out on this, but it was such a faff looking at a long list that it didn't encourage me to keep trying. So anyway, we got call sign, WinLink passwords in there, APRS password. Don't forget you can get that no problem just by, because you have your ham radio call sign. Just Google APRS passcode generator, and if we're putting here, even though I've already got one, so M0FXB, hopefully it won't make me another one. It's already there, like 14986, so that's how you do that. And then for your location, there's a direct link within this list. Look, locate, and it'll get your latitude, longitude. So there's help here. Even there was a direct link for the generating the passcode. So Craig's tried to think of everything. You can still look at a rig list if because there's possibility that it's just not going to detect the radio you've got. And so once you've got everything selected, I would say screenshot this so you just remember. But look here, detected radio, GPS device as well. And have we got a GPS link? I'm just looking at my radio. It's still flashing. Not seeing a GPS lock there, but anyway. So once you get to the end of that, then you're going to hit initialize, like so. And remember, you can do this, each time you load the SD card, you can do this again. And it says changes have applied, restart. So we just hit restart, let it reboot. And let's get the radio on the right frequency, 145,800 in the UK, 900 I believe in the USA. Let it reboot, and then we're just going to turn on the APRS packet side of things. And it does actually say restarting here at the bottom. And look, it gives you the 1.9-3 beta 3 blah blah. It gives you the the version you're running at the bottom here as well. I tried the HDMI output, but I got a feeling I need to configure it first. Because if you look here, look, screen type, you've got a few choices. So I'm going to play around until I can get that working. It was sending out the DigiPi screen, but it wasn't the color screen that was configuring. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to dedicate a video to the HDMI out. Okay, so we put the same IP address in. You can see it on the screen there above my head. And what we're going to do is turn on the iGate and give that a minute to propagate. So as we learn, I notice it actually says here screen. Let's hit the GPS. Anyway, I've turned on APRS TNC. I'm going to hit GPS, just see what we see. Okay, that's what we see. No longitude and latitude there. What else can we do? Let's do screen. There's the screen. That's the same as what we're seeing there. Let's go to WSJTX. No, it's not connecting to it yet. Let's try another one then. Actually, we need to turn it on here first, don't we? See this? Right, if you turn on the tabs here, then you hit WSJTS, give it a minute to configure. Now we'll try it. Right, I heard the radio go as better. Ta-da! So need to get the radio to 40. Let me connect my antenna. So it has set up the, I can see it started receiving already. We've got an error here regarding rig control. We probably need to tell it the right com. Well, let's do the audio one that was mentioned in the video. So there's some audio settings that you can do. Turn off WSJTX, turn back on APRS. System info. So it says that we're on a Raspberry Pi 2.0, which is correct. The radio GPS information, audio interface, and more here. Oh, cool. There's quite a lot more there. So it's given us lots of information there. There's a shell connection here. So go shell and it takes you so you can do your Linux thing if you're good at that, which I'm not. And you log in with DigiPi password. Just do the web chat thing. I keep forgetting to put the slider on, don't I? Put the slider on first. If you put both on, APRS GPS tracker and web chat, and then we're going to hit web chat here. And then you can start sending messages to friends. So now we turn on APRS DigiPi to here. Just turn it on. We've right-clicked the screen here, right-click, new tab, and so you're seeing the screen on the right-hand side of and we've decided to connect the Baofeng. So take a look at this. The Baofeng is back on, same as Craig was doing. We've got the AIOC connected via USB-C. There, straight into the Pi 0, which is going in the middle USB connector there. Couple of adapters, but you can see everything that's on the screen. You can't hear it because the audio is muted. I did turn the squelch down to 0. We're on 144.800, try 900, and it's all it's all coming through. Let's turn on APRS, TNC, iGate, and web chat, and then we're going to go into here web chat window. And as Craig did, he did WXBOT default path wide 1, and then we're going to go we'll just say ham tech here. I've never done this before. I don't even know if the Baofeng is going to transmit, and then we're going to go send. And did it go into transmit? Don't think it did. But let's it says unknown location update. Actually, I'm thinking about it. I don't think I've told it that we're using the AIOC. So that will be back in the config page, wouldn't it? Let's just hit the system info and see if it it does know that we're connected to the AIOC. You can see there. That's the nice thing about one of the nice things about the update. It does know that we are connected to that. So that's handy. You've got a system log here as well if you're familiar with everything. It's all there. I recognize the word direwolf. DigiPi, all the commands there. I just turned on the one that's called tracker. I'm not really sure what that one does, but I turned it on anyway. Oh, look. Here, it's getting information. And don't forget, it's getting it via my Baofeng. Very cool. So that's called GPS tracker. And it's coming from the Bristol 70cm repeater. So I think we'll end on a high there. Quite pleased with that. You know, it's such a cool, I think it's such a cool device. And you know, I don't think it's too hard to configure. But yeah, there's like anything in it, there's learning. And I don't think I've ever used my AIOC. Now it's a shame I couldn't get it to TX, but you know, I think overall it's been an enjoyable video to make. Massive thanks to Craig and DigiPi, and join the Patreon and become part of our community. Learn and enjoy. 7.3, thanks for watching my YouTube channel. 7.3, all the best. Cheers to Craig as well. Bye for now.